Well, it's no secret that over the years there's been a lot of uh, problems with pigeon racing into Cumbria, uh, declining numbers of members, aging members, and the lack of youngsters coming into the sport. Serious concerns about the future of the sport in the county. Now, a group of fanciers down in the south of the county at Millom have decided there's got to be something done or the sport is going to be finished in the area. So they're calling a meeting on Sunday. I think it's going to be in the Knights Club in Millom, and it's to discuss some radical changes to the season. There's been no changes in the way the season's been organised, April to September for, well, all the time that we can remember racing. I've got James Benn with me now, James from the Millom Club. James, you're one of the men behind it. You're looking for a good attendance on Sunday and a good discussion about what can be done.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a good turnout, really. I don't know how people will take the change.
Have you got ideas, written down that you want to put to people?
Yeah, I've got a lot of ideas. Obviously, there's a lot of ideas over social media within the pigeon fraternity of people saying what's good and what's bad.
Yeah. From your point of view, what would you want to see?
To be honest, I'm not really bothered what change I see, as long as we see a change.
Yes.
Obviously, we can't carry on the same as what we're doing now. It's getting harder and harder and harder, and more people are packing up and saying, bugger it, it's not worth the hassle. So if we don't change now, whether we go earlier or go later, we need to change now, or there'll be no pigeon race in the next 5 to 10 years into Cumbria.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody, well, most people are of that opinion. Well, when you say changes to the start, where were you proposing is it a later start, an earlier start? What's the ideas on that?
My personal preference is to go earlier. I know I've had a bit of backlash for saying going earlier, but you wouldn't have to breed any earlier because a lot of people are already breeding in December anyway. And all you're doing is sitting on your pigeons for another 2 months. Whereas if you're bred in December now, there's no reason why you couldn't have them ready to race in May. Because obviously, when you breed them in December, they're nearly 6.5, 7 month old before you even put them into a basket. But if you bring that season forward, your pigeons are only going to be 4 to 4.5 to 5 month old. So they're learning straight away, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
There'll be no darkness. There'll be no darkness needed, so you get away from the darkness system and the rumours of darkness brings on young bird sickness and all that carry on as well. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of opinions to saying to go into September and October. Which I can see the argument in it. There's only one way to sort the debate out, is to try both.
Yeah, try 1 year to see how it goes to start with, you mean?
Well, no, try them both. Do 2 seasons, run 2 lots of young'uns, because everyone breeds 60 to 100 young'uns anyway. Why couldn't you split your teams to say 1 early lot and 1 later lot, and record all your findings from the earlier ones and record your findings from the later ones?
Yeah.
And after the debate settled, then that's whichever one's the best is which one you go for.
Yeah. What you're trying to say then, and everybody will say, there's a view that 3 things really that too many pigeons are bred these days, which people do because of the losses. They breed a lot more than we used to, and they're not all going to be good ones, are they? There's a lot more inferior pigeons now appearing. That's got to be one of the things. But we know why people have to breed more, because of the losses. Now, the losses, are you putting mainly down to our feathered friends in the air?
I think they're a massive part of it, to be honest. I don't think that's the full issue. I think there's a lot of full issues. Obviously, there's a lot of rumours about the 5G masts and bits and pieces. But a lot of little problems make a massive problem, if that makes sense to you.
Yes, yeah.
If you combine all them together, it becomes a big problem. But if we can reduce one little problem, it reduces your big problem.
Yeah.
It's my theory.
Yeah. Have you got people, and what you've just said there to me, James, have you had people sort of saying, yeah, I agree with that? Or have you had people saying, oh, no, that's no good?
I've had a bit
A
of
bit of
both,
both.
really. Some people saying, yeah, well, why shouldn't we give it a go? Because what we're doing now is not working.
Yeah.
But then you also get on the other hand, nah, I don't want to breed early. Nah, I'm not interested in that. Do you know what I mean? But that's the pigeon world, as you know yourself.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't please everyone.
Yeah, people set in their ways, aren't they? And as we've got an aging population who fly pigeons, they
Well,
are
this is
completely
it.
set in their ways, aren't they? That's the
Well,
thing.
that's it. Well, since I've started, obviously, you get to know more and more about how people work in the pigeon world, and it's just like working with my dad all them years ago. He
Yeah,
had his way of doing it, and that was his way of doing it. Do you know what I mean? It's exactly the same
yeah,
in the pigeon world. That's how they want to do it, so that's how you've got to do it. But we can't keep doing that.
absolutely. There's also been a suggestion that we, instead of racing from the south, we race from the north.
Yeah, someone brought that up to me yesterday morning. Actually, I don't see any benefits or you would be any worse off. I don't see either way really. Whichever way you went, you've still got that problem. They're not going to go away.
No.
So I can see an argument for both really, but the
Yeah.
problem isn't going to go away, is it?
No, no. So what happens? What do you hope to come from the meeting at Millom? Is it just for Millom members? Is it open to?
No, it's for full Cumbria. It's not actually anything to do with Millom. This
Right.
is a total separate entity that I want to set up on my own, obviously with help from others. I've got Terry Pfeiffer that's very keen to help us. There's lads in Millom keen. So it's a total separate entity to Millom. It's just how I see the future of pigeon racing in Cumbria, really.
Yeah, yeah. So
Um,
anybody who flies pigeons in Cumbria is welcome to go to that meeting.
Anyone that wants to come can come and have the 50 pence worth. And we all need to put our ideas onto a bit of paper and come up with a plan how to go forward.
Yeah, definitely. Something needs to be done, and it needs to be done quickly, or else we're in big trouble, aren't we?
Well, this
Really?
is the exact reason why I wanted the meeting now, because we're in the middle of the racing season. The problems are happening now. If we wait till October, November, people just slide back into their own world and say, "Oh, it'll be all right. We'll do the same next year."
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So if we get something sorted now, we're on the ball and we can get it going. Is my plan.
What about weekend? Because when we were talking returns from Millom, from the was it Whitchurch you were racing from?
Whitchurch, yeah, it was. Yeah, they were.
How did it turn out in the end?
I've ended up with about 50% home. Most people in Millom are the same.
Yeah,
I don't really know what to put it down to. Really, obviously, the weather at the race point was okay. There was a chance of showers on the way home, but as previously, birds come through showers. They come through mist. Shouldn't really affected them. But there has been pigeons reported into Wales.
right.
So my theory is that they've possibly been turned and gone into Wales. And as we all know, once they get into Wales, we don't really see them again.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So how far's Whitchurch to you?
It's 91 miles in a straight line.
All right.
They should have bombed home really. They've had 3 races already. They've come very well from them races. They should have been home really.
You've had good races beforehand.
Yeah, we've had obviously Parbold when we went there the first race. That was a bit hitty missy. Some people were wiped out, but I got majority of mine. There's a few other lofts got majority of theirs. But then Lim 1 was all right. It was a bit missy, but we got most of them. And Lim 2, I was all home from Lim 2.
Yeah, yeah. But I noticed in there you were saying people nearly wiped out, which is no good for the sport, is it? When
Well,
people,
no, you just get a bit fed up, and obviously people are getting older now, and if that keeps happening year on year, they're going to say, well, I've had enough of this now. I'm going to go on holiday in the summer. Or
yeah, yeah, they'll find something to do, But
yeah,
the time and effort and not to mention the money you put into the sport. To see it, well, not to see your pigeons come back on the Saturday. That's the thing, isn't it? Really,
Oh,
that gets you going.
It's heartbreaking not seeing them come home, and you see them coming home and they're scared and they're knackered out, and you think, why am I doing it to them? Like,
Yeah,
so you just want the best for your pigeons.
absolutely,
What
absolutely,
we're doing now is no good for the pigeons. It's no good for the members. It's no good for the birds.
absolutely. Right, come on then. Let's remind everybody. Millom Nights Club, Sunday. What time?
6 p.m. it is.
6 o'clock. Nights Club Millom. All
Yeah.
pigeon fanciers welcome. Let's try and come up with something.
Anyone that wants to change how we're doing things now needs to turn up and have a say. We've got a transporter. We've got people willing to change. We just need the members now to come and support us and do something about it.
James, thanks for your thoughts. Let's hope it goes well on Sunday.
No, thank you very much. Appreciate that, mate.